from 5 runs down to beat the Cardinals by the score of 6-5. Now the Pirates will turn to Trevor Williams to keep things rolling. They've won 3 straight. They'd love to make it 4 in a row. All of that straight ahead right here on AT&T Sportsnet.
We're back at PNC Park. Last night, the Pirates walked it off against their National League Central Division rivals, the St. Louis Cardinals. It's a fireworks night, game 2 of the series. When these clubs get together, usually something special. Pirates came back from a 5-0 deficit, a 3-run ninth, highlighted by that Jordy Mercer double, and then Starling Marte in the bottom of the 11th inning walked it off for a 6-5 victory over the Redbirds, pulling the Bucks to within a half game of the first place Cardinals and Brewers in the National League Central Division. Greg Brown, Steve Blass, and Robbie Ince-Mikowski with you. So, Steve, the Pirates pull off another victory, back-to-back walk-off wins. Just really something special going on right now with this Bucko club.
Yeah, they're finding ways to win, Greg, and whether it's a 1-0 game or a big-time comeback. And, you know, you're not always going to beat somebody 10-0, so you got to find different ways. You got to outscore them some nights, and you got to outpitch them some nights. But a great finish, a great birthday party, really a terrific night all the way around.
And talking about Phil Coyne's birthday party last night, the bullpen, 6 1/3 shutout innings. The only way you come back from games like they did last night is if the bullpen shuts it down, and that's been kind of the case of the Pirates recently.
It's been much, much better, and of course the starters are helping a little bit by going deeper, but this was a great effort because you really didn't think you were really in the ball game until the bottom of the 9th inning, but they kept it where it was, and they have been terrific, especially later in the year after a very, very tough beginning. And there you see the double play. George Cantos coming in, but Taylor Glasnow is good, Rodriguez is good, Vasquez is good, and now you take a look at what they've done as a group. Everything is improved in this area. You consider these numbers that have been reduced are the result of more innings pitched too, so they're better in every category: ERA, opponent average, strikeouts, fewer walks given up. So they have really tightened up, because that was a very legitimate concern for quite a while. But since April 11th, it has been much, much better, and the Pirates are really better as a result.
The Pirates, again, getting good starting pitching for the most part. Trevor Williams will go tonight. He has the 7th lowest earned run average in the National League. He looks to beat the Cardinals in Game 2 of the 3-game series coming up next.
down 5, come all the way back in 11 to win it.
This one feels good. This one feels real good.
Back-to-back walk-off wins for the Pirates. That 1-0 classic on Thursday against the Tigers on the home run by Corey Dickerson and the walk-off hit by Starling Marte in the 11th inning last night. Great work there from Tyler Graham, Matt Aaron, showing us the excitement of the last couple games and really this season. Game number 27 for the Pirates. They're 15-11 now. They've won 3 in a row. And yeah, maybe taking a page from the Penguins book. Never giving up. Starling Marte and the Bucks defeated the Cardinals last night. We'll check the starting lineup for the Redbirds. They're 15-10. Tommy Pham leads things off. Then the league's leading hitter, Matt Carpenter, back in the lineup. Hits second. Jose Martinez at first. Struggled with defense last night. Marcelo Osuna, the left fielder, his third 3-hit game of the year in last night's ball game. Yadier Molina behind the dish. Dexter Fowler, Paul DeYoung, and Colton Wong among the position players, with Jack Flaherty on the mound for St. Louis. Tommy Pham will get it going as Trevor Williams looks to get it going.
Start number 6, and he has been just fine. 2.15 ERA. He is ranked among some National League leaders in those categories. And what you would like to do to see if it can get even better for Trevor, cut down on the walk. So control has been a little bit of an issue, but he's pitched around that extremely well. The loss and the no decision, the only problems in the first 5 starts, and that was because of lack of run support. He could very easily be 5-0, working with Francisco Cervelli. And he's going to have to give the Cardinals a little payback, because they have really kind of, you will, owned him. He's worked 18 innings against these Cardinals and haven't given up 16 earned runs. So got to get better against this particular team.
Ball 1 on Tommy Pham. 1 for 5 with an RBI last night. At 2.15 ERA, 7th in the league. Williams has been especially good in his home ballpark. Last 6 starts, he has given up 2 runs or less in 11 of his last 12 starts in Pittsburgh, but his last 6 starts a 1.45 ERA here.
Gets back even on the count here. Greg, I was thinking about this as a young pitcher. You know, he's got a full year under his belt and he's done well, but what you want to be able to do on as consistent a basis as you possibly can is bring what you do in the bullpen to the mound in the first inning, ready to go to win the ball game, and not just to settle in. So you watch every starter as he comes from the bullpen to carry what he warmed up with into the ball game, and sometimes that can give you a little indication. But the more you're ready to go, and not just say, okay, we're going to feel our way around in the first inning, the better off you're going to be.
Fly ball to left. Dickerson will be there. 1 out. On to defense. You saw Corey Dickerson make the catch in left. In center, Starling Marte, Gregory Polanco in right. Colin Moran, Jordy Mercer on the left side of the infield. Adam Frazier, Josh Bell on the right side end. Francisco Cervelli is behind the plate. Caught his 4th runner stealing, trying to steal last night. That's among the league leaders. Just having an outstanding first month of the year.
And here's a challenge right here. He wasn't in the starting lineup last night, but this guy has tortured the Pirates for a long time, Matt Carpenter. And the more you can do to neutralize him, the better off you're going to be.
Yeah, he is always one of the toughest outs. You can just throw out the numbers that you might see on the stat sheet coming in, the fact that he's hitting under 200. Because against the Pirates, it's a different story with Matt Carpenter.
Old school too. No batting gloves to tighten after every pitch delivered. Those hands are a little cold tonight.
And does not get that call. And Matt Carpenter's as good as it gets with that strike zone. So this is an interesting matchup here. Home plate umpire Gabe Morales at Hickox at first. John Tumpain at second. The crew chief Jerry Meals. 2 balls, 1 strike. Going back to Steve's point about Trevor Williams, as good as he's been, the .215 ERA, he has done it despite the fact he's not had a 1-2-3 first inning yet this season. So that would be a start, and he gets the call there, so the count is where it should be, 2-2.
What they say about this game, it's so many innings, so many pitches, so long a season, things have a tendency to even out.
It's going to reach the track, and with the shift, no chance for Moran or Dickerson against Matt Carpenter, this 32-year-old now, former 13th round pick out of TCU back in 2009. Last year hit .241 with 23 homers. Only Joey Votto swung at fewer pitches out of the strike zone last year than Carpenter. That's how good he is. The discipline, and that was too close not to offer.
One of the most underrated ball players maybe in the National League, Matt Carpenter. As Mike Matheny looks on.
Did he offer? No, says Jerry Meals.
Collective groan around the ballpark as everybody wanted Williams to get that call.
Boy, look at Carpenter almost talking to himself as if he thought he'd get rung up by Meals. 3-2. And a fly ball towards center. Marte, ball carrying, breeze out that way, but that's the second out.
A couple fly balls, where you expect a lot of that from a fastball pitcher. Trevor Williams is that. There is a breeze carrying, and we got an example of substantial effect it had on that fly ball. It took it back close to the warning track. So there is carry tonight.
Now faces Jose Martinez.
It was his error last night that really was maybe one of the biggest plays of the game, when he had a chance possibly to get a double play. The ball got past him and kept everything going for the Pirates in the 9th inning. So Trevor Williams, let's see if he can get that 1-2-3 first inning you're talking about. Just misses there.
Hasn't had one since August 28th last year against the Chicago Cubs. Now, that doesn't really mean a whole heck of a lot because he didn't pitch all that well against the Cubs, but you'd rather start strong.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about, bringing that bullpen stuff into the mound for that first inning.
Close, 2-1.
A couple close pitches. When they play the anthem, you get ready to pitch like it's the 9th inning.
Two and two on Jose Martinez. Trevor Williams, a great story. Think about again what the Pirates did to get him, trading a pitching coordinator to the Marlins. Talks about the outstanding scouting to spot this right-hander and what he might be able to do in the big leagues. Great rookie year last year. And now he's gone full.
A little cut fastball there that Martinez did not bite on.
7-9 last year in his rookie season. Another foul.
Take a look at what he has done in his first 5 starts. He's not given up more than 2 runs in any of the first 5 starts. He got those first 3 decisions and then pitched well enough in the last two pickup wins, but not much offensive support. Just 2 runs of support in his last 2 starts.
To the right side, and Josh Bell makes it a 1-2-3 inning. There it is, the first one of the season for Trevor Williams. Top half of the inning in order. Round 4 Pirates starting lineup. It's Adam Frazier, Gregory Polanco, and Starling Marte. That was his 7th career walk-off hit last night. Josh Bell hits cleanup with Corey Dickerson in left. Francisco Cervelli hitting .306. We followed by Colin Moran, Jordy Mercer, and Trevor Williams. Bucks get their first look at Jack Flaherty.
The phenom, 22-year-old right-hander, 6'4", 225 out of Burbank, California. He's a first rounder 4 years ago. And they like him. We hear that he's got one of the best sliders in baseball, and that's high praise for a guy that only had 6 starts last year and 1 so far this year. So we'll take a look at what Jack Flaherty brings.
First pitch swinging. Adam Frazier whacks it past Martinez. A leadoff hit. Don't wait around to see any of those pitches.
That's right. Get his attention right away. He's a young pitcher, and you never know what goes through young pitchers' minds if leadoff base hit or leadoff free pass, or if he gets that first guy out. There's a lot going on, making his 8th career Major League start.
Gregory Polanco hit his 6th home run of the season in last night's ball game. Had to feel good. He was 2 for 6. Had been stuck on 5 homers and 15 RBIs for quite a while.
.90-mile-an-hour delivery there. Good to see Gregory swinging the bat good last night.
First homer and RBI since April the 12th at Wrigley against the Cubs. Bucks now 8-0 this year when he picks up an RBI.
Flaherty had the spot start on April 3rd, pitched well against Milwaukee. 5 innings, just 1 run and 9 strikeouts, and went back to the minors.
It is a delicate situation right now with the Cardinals and Adam Wainwright. He's experiencing some elbow issues, and they want to be respectful of the pitcher who has meant so much to this franchise, how they handle the situation. So Flaherty again filling in for Wainwright. And a 1-1 count now on Polanco.
See a little poise shown by Flaherty there as he held the set position for a long time in case Adam Frazier was thinking about going somewhere. Look at that Frazier lead right now.
Usually opponents think twice about running on Molina.
Yeah, if he gets any help at all. Misses with the changeup.
8 straight Gold Gloves for Yadier Molina, but that streak ended a couple seasons back. Still one of the best.
It seems like he's been playing forever.
15th season.
Yep.
Turns
That's
36 in July. How about the guy he replaced behind the plate for the Cardinals?
Mr. Matheny?
He's now managing the Cardinals. And a big cut from Polanco.
As long as Flaherty's around, we will see the breaking ball. The other pitches we haven't heard that much about, but accolades and really gilt-edged rise through the Cardinal system. All kind of awards, accolades.
Got him.
And 91-mile-an-hour fastball. So we haven't seen a lot of speed yet. We could be seeing that.
Always a test with Starling Marte against the St. Louis Cardinals. Where league leaders stat, see career active leaders hitting against St. Louis. Starling Marte, 324 lifetime. Only Buster Posey among active players has a higher career batting average against the Redbirds.
What a job he did with that slider, which was a good pitch last night from a guy that throws 101 miles an hour. That was a great job of hitting. Got to think he was looking for that ball, really, because you can't think breaking ball when a guy throws 101. You've got to think fastball and then try to adjust. Unless you just flat out sell out and guess for it. And if you did, well, you guessed right.
Seven-game hitting streak now for Marte. Just as that pitch was being delivered, Steve, you saw the third baseman Carpenter take 3 steps to his right to guard the line, not in, but shuffle over.
I was watching Molina's glove. That ball was delivered right to the glove. He didn't have to move 1 inch, set up inside and got it there.
Flaherty's the #2 prospect in the system behind Alex Reyes, according to MLB.com. And look at this. Carpenter turns it into a double play. Around the horn, a rare twin killing with Marte at the plate.
Out. Tommy La Stella slaps one into left field. and that's going to score a couple. The Brewers fall asleep in the outfield. That plates a pair. That makes it 3-0, and that's your final. Cubs over the Brewers 3-zip. Guys, back to you.
And here, Paul, it is 0-0 going to the second. By the way, with the result of that game, at the moment, the Brewers and Cubs and Pirates all a half game back of the St. Louis Cardinals, now in the National League Central Division. And the Brewers had the big winning streak going into that series, and now they are losers of 3 in a row.
Is that Quintana for the Cubs?
It was, yes. Here's Marcell Ozuna. Brewers had won 8 straight games after defeating the Royals earlier this week. News and notes on the lowdown. Denard Span inside the park home run for the Tampa Bay Rays. Yasiel Puig got a great catch, but left the game with some hip soreness as the Dodgers are pounding the Giants. Joe Panik was placed on the DL by San Francisco with a left thumb sprain. Line sharply foul down the left field line. Ozuna, who had 3 hits and drove in a pair last night. Ben Zobrist is back for the Cubs. He was in the lineup against the Brewers. Shohei Ohtani not in the lineup tonight for the Angels as he hit the bag awkwardly last night. And there is another line drive out. That's 3 line drive outs against Trevor Williams. Adam Frazier makes the play.
Got the atom ball going.
Yadier Molina, 0 for 5 last night.
Is Trevor Williams a California guy, Greg?
Yeah, yep. San Diego.
No long sleeve shirt for him. He's a California guy. He can handle this.
Called ball 1 there, and he can handle it too. Just to wear the proper attire.
You got that LL Bean stuff going on. That's
you're a little jealous.
Stuff.
You're a little jealous.
I am. Tomorrow, radio, I'll have the Bean stuff going.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
The Bean stuff. Yeah. I will not be on radio with you tomorrow. For
yeah,
the first time
for
in a
the
lot
first
of years.
time. Now, what's that all about?
I've requested that.
I understand.
Yeah. So.
And I confirmed it was fine.
Yep. So be on with Bob on the TV side tomorrow, and Joe will join you on the radio end, and he can watch.
He's going to throw some stuff out for me.
What?
He's going to help me throw some stuff out because
that's not allowed.
You'll never do it. You never help me.
No, you're in the spotlight. It's your show. You've told me that for years.
Joe said he was going to do it, whether I wanted him to or not.
Joe said he would.
Yep. So that's your lineup for tomorrow.
Wow, that's something. All these years, you've never allowed me to throw stuff out with you.
Yep.
And
now
I
got my man Joe over to help me.
Okay.
Yep.
Sir.
Happy days are here again.
Mercer, plenty of time to get Molina.
And that's what you want from Trevor Williams. You want lots of strikes. Cut down that walk. As we said earlier, he's pitched around a lot of it because he's got that 2.15 ERA, but it makes life a lot easier. Don't put anybody on the base paths.
He's fun to watch, though, because he won't wow you with this stuff. We've talked about that really since he came on board with the Pirates. Trevor Williams, the other day, celebrated his 26th birthday. A former draft pick of the Marlins in 2013 out of Arizona State. Made it to the big leagues with the Pirates a couple of years ago. A handful of appearances, but last year, 31 opportunities, 25 starts, as it's a 1-1 count now on Dexter Fowler. But Steve, he looks like he's one of those. He's a pitcher.
Yeah, not a thrower.
1-2 on Fowler, who was 0 for 5 with 3 strikeouts last night.
Yep, and that being said, as a pitcher, and I agree with you totally. He makes pitches. He doesn't blow the ball by people. But as a pitcher rather than a thrower, you want to be even more tighter with throwing strikes and not walking people, because you can't go back to the fastball and just blow people away.
It's going to be 6 up, 6 down for Trevor Williams. Final game of this series in homestand tomorrow afternoon. And the Bucks go on a long road trip after tomorrow's finale. Josh Bell, Corey Dickerson, Francisco Cervelli in the second against Jack Flaherty. Bell was 1 for 5 in the Pirates' victory in last night's game. 15 RBIs, 4th among National League cleanup hitters.
And there's the Flaherty fastball again. It tells you a little bit of a story when you're not throwing 94, 95, then you better have a good breaking ball. So it lends itself to putting the emphasis on the curve, the slider. 91 there, fastball. So you get the idea that he does most of his damage with the curve. Now 9 strikeouts in 5 innings against the Braves in that early April start. Ron Nova looking on. Sometimes you go into a ball game against a guy like this, and you're looking so much at the breaking ball that throw some fastballs that you're not really expecting.
And you wonder how much, Steve. I always wonder, especially a young Cardinals pitcher, how much of all this is Molina in terms of selection and when. I mean,
absolutely.
I imagine the young pitchers just. Yep. Whatever he puts down, he's the man. There's Mike Maddox, the pitching coach.
Yep. Put yourself in a veteran catcher's hands.
And a leadoff walk for Josh Bell. Brings up Corey Dickerson. A couple of hits last night. Sunday's Kids Days at PNC Park tomorrow, 1:35 against the Cardinals. And all kids 14 and under will get a mini bat thanks to Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network. Come early for the #1 Cochran Family Fun Zone out on Federal Street, and after the game, kids can run the bases. Again, that's tomorrow. Bucks, Cardinals, and kids mini bats. 14 and under kids get those mini bats thanks to Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield together with Allegheny Health Network.
Joe and I will not be throwing bats out in the 7th inning stretch.
And Bob and I will have a great time on the TV side with Luke Weaver for the Cardinals. Nick Kingham will make his major league debut for the Pirates, and a double play ball. That's 2 of them now turned by the Cardinals in the first 2 innings. Wong, DeYoung, Martinez. We'll bring up Francisco Cervelli. And there's a new youngster in the AT&T Sportsnet and Pirates families. RoboCam operator Jerome Nadio and his wife Jessica celebrated the birth of Lucas William, 5 pounds 17 ounces. So congratulations, Jerome and Jessica, and happy sister Emma. And a baby brother.
Happy birthday. Yep.
Grandpa Dale is working tonight. This camera. Congratulations again, Grandpa Dale. On Cervelli.
Look at that average. He has bumped that up. The RBI total looking good. He's off to a great start. Throwing runners out and swinging the bat.
3 hits last night. Really fooled Cervelli. Said something there. You wonder if he said it to Molina.
Wouldn't be surprised.
Because this is where, here's a veteran catcher in Cervelli. Molina knows everything about him, and Molina's calling this game. He had just made, well, with the pitch, of course, it's up to the pitcher to execute it, but made Cervelli look silly on that previous pitch.
He's not looking like a very inexperienced pitcher right now, Mr. Flaherty. He's calm and cool out there.
Toward left. And Francisco Cervelli says, take that! Jack Flaherty clearing the deck with a cannonball and his 4th home run and a 1-0 lead. I'd say he's feeling pretty good.
Yeah, didn't matter what Molina called right there. Francisco was on it. What a start to his year.
4 homers, 19 RBIs for Francisco Cervelli. 19 RBIs has him ranked in the top 10.
And you know, Greg, the fans here, they love him when he's struggling. When he's hot, they really love him. It's a breaking ball from Flaherty. That's Amore.
They're talking about that right now, David Freese, about that pitch. He had swung and missed to that breaking ball. Took that extra time to step out of the box and think about it.
Right up in that go zone. Didn't push that with the right field, turned on it. Is that going to be another home run of 466 feet in that direction?
I think that was miscalculated, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. That one's over the fence. The other one was over the fence. They count.
It was deep, though. There was not much doubt about it. Cue shot off the end of the bat by Colin Moran.
I looked immediately at Ozuna, and he didn't take more than 2 steps.
No.
A couple cups on us.
So 5-3 on the putout. As Cervelli was ready for what turned out to be a bad breaking ball up, and he sent it up and away, as he likes to say, Vita Bella.
that. Right there, four-seamer. And then the breaking ball, the slider. Comes back in on the hands. Good sequence, but now Molina goes out. But they leave it upstairs, a bad hanging slider left up in the go zone, and he jumped it.
Pretty unbelievable that big league hitters, you make a mistake, they'll make you pay.
Yeah, yeah.
And that's ripped to left. Line drive on the bat of Paul DeYoung.
And you know, we hear sometimes, not all the time, but I keep hearing it, keeps coming up. Pitchers like to pitch upstairs. Forget it. Forget that, in my opinion.
Well, yeah,
you don't make a
breaking ball upstairs is no chance. Obviously not where he wanted it. That slider. Now Colton Wong, who was 1 for 3 last night, hitting 188. There's what Steve's talking about, the fastball up.
The thing is, downstairs, every once in a while they'll get down under the ball and golf it out of here, but a lot of times the balls downstairs that get hit just as hard as the home runs are ground balls, and they're not home runs. They don't hurt you with a big item.
Williams, a little bit of a slip, but Josh Bell feeling more comfortable with those stretches over at first base. Nice play by Williams and Bell, and Wong wanted to bunt for a hit. See what the official score says. Probably give him a sacrifice. They will, even though the pitcher's coming to the plate.
Yeah. I mean, how can they possibly think that he's sacrificing? You can't. That's.
There's Josh Bell with the play. You could even hear Colton Wong back at the dugout upset that he didn't get the hit. He was certainly not intending to sacrifice DeYoung to second for the pitcher, Flaherty. .176 career in the minors.
Nicely done. Little movement on that fastball, down and in under the hands. Position hitters are going to have a tough time doing anything with that pitch, that location. It was a dandy. Now give him a little swerve out away after coming inside. Let's see if they go for that. Where Cervelli sits up. No, inside. They want to stay in there. Okay, that works too.
Time for our Lowe's whole team together. Pirates continue to use that fastball more than almost anybody in baseball. 4 of their starting pitchers in the top 10 in fastball percentage usage, and Trevor Williams is second, behind only Bartolo Colon, Ivan Nova, Jameson Taillon, Stephen Brolt. That fastball.
Yeah. I get confused. I feel like there's a lot of major league hitters that cannot do anything with a curveball anymore, but if they're being successful with a fastball, that's good for them.
Tommy Pham lined out to left in the first to start this ball game. Is this hard to right? And that's going to score a run. Tommy Pham racing into second base. Rips a double off the wall to tie it at 1.
And that got out there in a hurry. Upstairs. That's pretty much in the same location that Cervelli hit his ball out of the ballpark. He goes the other way this time, but gets a lot of it. Up, out over the plate. Chance to extend your arms.
What a start to the season for Tommy Pham. Now Matt Carpenter. Ball, the warning track in center field, his first time up. Tommy Pham, outspoken about being left in the minor leagues for a while. Predicted he would do this. Over the years, there have been some injuries for Pham, but for the most part, other players, better regarded prospects like Randall Grichuk and Stephen Piscotty or Oscar Taveras, bypassed him despite pretty good numbers. And he kept track of all of it. Carpenter takes 2 and 1. 1-1 ball game. Cervelli's homer, Pham's double. And the Cardinals in town for the second of 19 meetings this year between the Pirates and Redbirds.
We play them again, what, in May, early May or late May? It's not too much further down the track before you get them again.
And 3 and 1. Despite an average of 169 this season, Carpenter has drawn 18 walks, tied for 6th most in the league. Right there at the knees, 3 and 2.
Early June, the Pirates go to St. Louis.
And fairly good pitch, but didn't get that call, and it's a walk. Putting 2 on for Jose Martinez and a trip to the mound for Cervelli. Martinez hit a soft liner to first base, his first at bat. Handled by Josh Bell. Martinez again, 18 runs batted in on the year.
He's off to a good start. Over 300 to go along with the RBIs.
Rips this to right. Polanco is there.
The Adam ball.
Some hard hits. Tied at 1, heading to the bottom of the 3rd. Inning number 3 here in DeBerg.
Area code 412.
Jordy Mercer. 1 for 5 last night. A big hit in the 9th over Tommy Pham's head. Went for an RBI double. Another run scored on an error.
And what a good at bat that was for Jordy. He had some tough takes during the course of that at bat too. There were a couple of pitches just missing outside. It's so tough to be disciplined and make a decision, split-second decision to take those 2 pitches. And he got into one that traveled a long way.
Able to score the tying run. The pinch runner, Chad Kuhl, talking to the birthday boy, David Freese.
That's the furthest he's ever run in his life around those base paths. And as it wound up, the ball was just kind of trickling in. He had plenty of time to get around. 2 plays in that inning, the Martinez error and then the mishandling that. Tommy Pham had trouble picking up the ball, and then the throw went to no particular area. And it all worked out for the Pirates to tie it up and sit on the doorstep to win it in the bottom of the 9th.
Yeah, nobody out.
And couldn't not get it in with Polanco and Marte coming up.
Toward left. Osuna. Gold Glove last year with the Marlins.
I guess really in that situation we got a taste of our medicine from the Nova game. They had a guy on third base, nobody out in the first inning. Then the bases loaded later in the 9th inning with nobody out. We got out of that, so maybe we had that coming.
That was Thursday afternoon against the Tigers. There's Ivan Nova. Pitched that strong game. Buccos picked up Stephen Brault, last night's starter. 1 ball, 1 strike on Williams. And we'll see Nick Kingham make his major league debut tomorrow for the Buccos. As Joe Musgrove will be heading out to minor league affiliate to start building up his pitch count. Yet another bullpen today. Our Allegheny Health Network injury update. This is the bullpen session for Joe Musgrove. Ray Searage watching. He'll pitch in Bradenton on Monday. He'll report to Bradenton Monday, pitch I believe they said Tuesday, and gradually move up throughout the minor leagues. He said today he's not sure how many outings he'll need as they try and build him up to 100, but he thought maybe 3 or 4. So we're talking about close to a month yet. Adam Frazier singled on the first pitch he saw from Flaherty. And there's Frazier, starting to hit more of those line drives we're used to seeing.
2 for 2.
Spraying the ball all over the place. Jack Flaherty, number 2 prospect behind Alex Reyes in the Cardinal system, and according to MLB prospects, he is the 36th overall in baseball.
I'm wondering if Alex Frazier or Adam Frazier might try to test him here. 2 outs, not much going on, but also it's on a night where it's cold. It might be hard to get those quick starts going as easily as it would be if it was warmer. I don't know how much of an effect that has on decisions on whether to try to steal a base or not.
They're thinking that way, huh?
Yeah. Well, he's going to have to work against one of the best, and even the best have to have help from their pitcher. Some catchers need less help than others. Molina's in that category. Average lead.
High fly ball to right field. Polanco knows he just missed it.
Slams the helmet down because he knows it more than anybody.
Brad, fourth inning. Toyota, what drives you?
Gregory Polanco holding his buddy there, Starling Marte, after last night's walk-off. He knew as soon as he swung, he just didn't get enough. His reaction?
Yep.
But then there's a little bit of hope here.
Yep. Then there's another reaction.
Breeze, yeah. Popped up. Alan Cervelli over. Marcell Osuna lined out to Adam Frazier in the second.
That looks like the captain of the ship right there.
He's in charge.
And first mate.
Couple of strikes on Osuna.
Very stylish armband.
Yeah.
Very bright.
Had that with the Marlins.
There's a lot of stuff going on there. There's the armor, there's some armbands, there's some color. Busy.
1-2 on Osuna, who hit 37 home runs last year, drove in 124 for the Marlins. Cardinals had supposedly worked out a deal with the Marlins to bring Giancarlo Stanton to St. Louis, but Stanton turned that down. They went and got Osuna in a deal for some minor league prospects. Just another team that changed the look of the outfield in the National League Central Division. Corey Dickerson joined the Pirates in spring training in a trade with the Tampa Bay Rays. And Marte back to make the catch.
And that ball was downstairs, and he managed to get under it and give it a big ride. And fortunately for the Pirates, it was straight away.
Here are the other outfielders in the National League Central Division, the new ones, along with Dickerson, Osuna, Lorenzo Cain, and Christian Yelich are Brewers. Yelich, another former Marlin. And they have all done pretty good work. But in terms of WAR, wins above replacement, Dickerson the highest number. Solid player. Popped up.
Somebody take charge.
How about that little play? Steve, you got to describe that for us now.
Okay, you had the group coming in and you were trying to actually decoy the offense by bringing everybody in, and then you send the pitcher straight back. And he's open down the left flank. and what it is, it's an old football player play. It's a statue of center field play. Pitcher becomes the statue in center field, and you catch the ball.
Get out of the way.
But perhaps a quick inning. It's important for the pitcher to get away, but not too far away, because you want to help them out by calling and helping if you're needed. But, Trevor just left the building.
I'm guessing he heard someone call that pretty quickly. He's okay. They've got this handled. I'm guessing.
Yep. Okay, we got a formation where we're bringing everybody in. Pitcher, go deep. Go down by the Chevy and turn left. We'll hit you there.
Statcast look at the movement on the infield. Broken bat.
Nice quick inning for Trevor Williams.
Bucks and Redbirds. Chilly night, PNC Park. First pitch, 42 degrees. Here is Starling Marte against Jack Flaherty. Marte hit into the 5-4-3 inning-ending double play in the first.
Now the days of old when Pittsburgh had a mayor by the name of Flaherty.
Oh yes.
Pete
Flaherty.
Yep.
And this time it's past Carpenter. And you know, that's the thing about Marte, to respect the speed. Carpenter drawn in on the grass, so leadoff hit. We'll go back to the studio's game break with Paul Alexander.
Butcher, he hit it 411. Just so long out. It's Atlanta leading Philly 4-1 in the seventh, guys. Oh, that is one of the best, if not the best.
Quite impressive.
The ball tried to leaf the ballpark, but
see if Marte doesn't test Molina and Flaherty. Opponents are 4 for 4 this season against Yadier Molina. He threw out about 35% trying to steal last year. Marte at 8 out of 10.
That's the thing you wonder about, because at the major league level, the highest level in baseball, the minute you start to lose a little bit of your skills, people are aware of that, and it can go very quickly once it starts. But you never know when it's going to start. Molino's been around a long time. It will get to the point where he won't have the skills at that level at some point. Just a matter of when. That's the way it works.
Marte with 189 steals in his career. His 8th all-time. He recently passed Carson Bigby on the Pirates all-time list. All-time Pirates stolen base king was Max Carey. Hit hard, but right at Wong.
Another easy double play.
3 of them already.
And there won't be anyone easier than that one. A bullet on one hop.
Pitcher's best friend. Double play.
How about the easiest one we had when Contos was in the game, and the Cardinal runner just took off, and the right fielder Blanco could have just run the ball in and touched first base himself.
Harrison Bader
off for the pitch.
Didn't realize where it was. As Corey Dickerson takes ball 1. Dickerson hit into the second double play tonight in the second inning. Fly ball toward Pham and Fowler, and Pham calls off Fowler for the final out. We've completed 4, tied at 1. Kung Fu Panda.
Getting them out, throwing strikes, getting them out. It's all about throwing strikes.
We'll see the Giants and Andrew McCutchen coming up on May the 11th. After this long road trip, the Pirates will return to host Andrew McCutchen and the Giants on May 11th, a 3-game series. It'll start a 9-game homestand. That should be something else. As Paul DeYoung leads off, he singled to start the 3rd. One of 2 hits. Both came in that inning, including the Tommy Pham RBI double off Trevor Williams.
Good looking pitch after a couple pitches that missed down and away. You come back upstairs, straighten them up, get a call.
And sent toward right center. Polanco. One out, brings up Colton Wong. Students can sign up for the Pirates Papa John Student Pass to get exclusive ticket offers throughout the season. Get a text when a deal is available, and if you accept, the tickets will be sent via your mobile device, plus get a free Papa John's pizza when you make your first purchase. Sign up at pirates.com/student pass, or you can text code STUDENT to 61592. Wong was credited with a sacrifice bunt in the 3rd inning when he was trying to bunt for a hit. He did move DeYoung to second, and he was able to score easily on the Pham 2-out double. To 1 count now on Wong.
Very tidy top of the 4th in terms of pitch efficiency for Trevor. Let's see if he can continue it down to the bottom 3rd of the Cardinal batting order. It's going to be a challenge here. Ray Searage looking on, watching his pitchers closely every delivery.
Frustrating walk there to a 188 batter.
Yeah, especially with the pitcher coming up with another really opportunity to have a tidy inning, if you will. You know, not in stuff and not delivery or anything, but the poise of this guy reminds me a little bit of Jameson Taillon, a young pitcher that he looks pretty confident about his abilities as he approaches this game of Major League pitching.
Home plate umpire said that Gabe Morales says that Flaherty offered, and that didn't go over well on the Cardinals bench.
Or with Mr. Flaherty. He certainly did not make a bunt attempt, so they got the call in the direction.
Morales said he offered at that pitch, but you can see he really didn't. 0-2.
Now Jose Kendo, the secret weapon. I'll go in and talk to Flaherty. Here's what's happening. You're either going to bunt or you're not going to bunt.
He's back. Jose Oquendo.
Yeah, after some really serious knee issues and surgery. Missed all of last year.
Took a leave of absence beginning of the 2016 season. Somebody said 2, but Cervelli's going to take the sure out. Sacrifice for Flaherty. He gets the job done, moving Wong into scoring position. It sounded like somebody was yelling 2 to Cervelli.
Kind of muted, but I thought I heard 2. But if you're not sure,
that can be a disaster.
Get the out that they are giving you. Simple as that.
Tommy Pham. Pick your poison here. Pham having a great start to this season. And Carpenter, who's hitting, coming into this game, just 169, but historically tough against the Pirates and a lefty hitter. What do you do?
So far, falling behind. I still like those high fastballs when you got a pitcher trying to bunt 0-2. Get a lot of foul balls straight back.
2-0 on Pham. We talked about how outspoken Pham has been, going back to as early as 2014 when he was leapfrogged by those better regarded prospects. He actually called the Cardinals farm director, Gary LaRocque, and he said, actually demanded his release. He said, I'm the best blankety blank son of a gun on this team. You guys don't even know it. There's a story by Jack Dickey in the Sports Illustrated recently about that. There's John Mozeliak, the general manager of the Cardinals. But Pham admitted that he said those exact words.
Pretty strong talk for a guy in the minor leagues, isn't it?
Yeah, well, he
back in the day you'd have got released.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right. You said it, you got released.
Gone. Like the old Lombardi thing, you know.
Yeah.
You want to raise? Let me go back and think about this. Came out and said, you don't need to talk to me. You're not a member of this team anymore.
I want to correct what I said there about the former general manager, because the current GM is Michael Gersh, but John Mozeliak is now president of baseball operations for the Cardinals. And bounce to third. Moran on the run, gets him. Well done.
And no rushing and everything. Very professional play when it was on the fire.
Francisco Cervelli will lead things off. Homered off Jack Flaherty in the second. Check out some tweets on the lowdown about Cervelli and the start to his season as he hit his fourth home run of the year. The Pirates, by the way, have homered now in 7 straight games. Think about the fact that Cervelli hit a total of 5 homers in 81 games last year for the Bucks. His career high is 7 with 43 RBIs. Those career highs his first year in a Pirates uniform in 2015. 7 homers, 43 RBIs. He's got 4 home runs and 19 RBIs. 1 year ago, that's what he was doing. And He credits good health. He's talked about the diet, the exercise program, just everything. Oh, 0-2 on Cervelli.
Well, when you mention health, it's all about keeping him on the field as much as you want to, and you're going to pick your spots. And you've got Diaz, a very strong backup. So should be a good tandem.
So far, so good for those two. Cervelli and Diaz, last 17 games, they've combined to hit .450 with 6 homers, 19 RBIs.
I tell you, we have had some catching tandems over the years.
Yeah.
You know, when you go back and take a look.
Who was it? Was it in the 60s? Was it Smokey?
Smokey Burgess, Hal Smith. We had Jim Pagliaroni and Jerry May. Wow. We had Sanguian and Milt May, Slaughter and LaValliere.
At Ott Nicosia.
Ott Nicosia. Good tandems.
3-2. Colin Moran on deck. It's a nice Irish matchup, isn't it? Flaherty against Moran.
Yes, it is.
And still 3-2. This is the home run. Cervelli hit a bad breaking ball that stayed up and went up and away. 4th home run gave the Pirates a 1-0 lead in the 2nd. Cardinals tied it in the 3rd.
Well, this is what he did just before the home run. Stepped out, kind of collected himself. And the payoff.
Still 3-2. 7 pitch at bat so far. These are the kind of at bats that really will please the manager, and I'm sure the hitting coach. Now, you'd love it to result in a positive result, but regardless, it's already 7 pitches, going to be at least 8. Clint Hurdle pointed out Pirates able to essentially knock out Michael Fulmer. Bat splinters. Play made by DeYoung on Thursday, thanks to some extended at bats. And we get to our this day in Pirates history, talking about Pirates catchers. This day, 1970, Bucks beat the Cubs 6-1. Manny Sanguian, 2 homers, drove in 3 against Ken Holtzman of the Cubs. Gene Alley, 3 hits. Luke Walker, Bruce Dow Canton, Dave Justy combining to hold the Cubs to just 3 hits while striking out 10.
Good game.
I know David won't mind. I repeated his name 3 times.
Not a bit, not a bit. And you know he's watching.
Yeah. That was for you, David.
You know, a lot of people forget that that David Justy came over from the St. Louis Cardinals. As you take a look at Manny's location on center field. Manny's Barbecue. Yeah, 1969, Dave Justy went from the Houston Astros to the Cardinals and didn't really do a lot over there. Then came over and didn't know what we were going to do or get from David. And Chuck Hartenstein was the closer there, but David moved into that position, evolved in during the course of that year, and he never looked back. Just wound up being just a great closer for the Pittsburgh Pirates, and had been a starter with the Houston Astros.
Closer from 1970 to 1976 for the Pirates. Finished up his career in '77 with Oakland and the Cubs. Spent 1969 with the Cardinals.
Said he made a lot of friends with the Cardinals, and those guys worked hard and played hard, that group over there.
69
Carlos and the
Cardinals.
McCarvers, yeah, all those guys, Shannon. Yep, Maxie, Del Maxville.
Dave Ricketts.
Yeah, that was a
Vic Davalillo.
that was a hard riding group.
3-2 now on Colin Moran. Bounced out to Matt Carpenter at third. Jordy Mercer on deck. The rookie Jack Flaherty. Spot start once again with Adam Wainwright out. And Moran draws the 1-out walk.
And we're not going to go back to it, but that last play in that the top of the 5th inning, Colin Moran just went over in the hole, just with no panic or anything, and made a really top-notch play that he made look easy. And this guy, you know, there's some guys that kind of act like they've been around 10 years.
Yeah.
This guy plays it with a professionalism that makes you think that he's been around longer than he has.
There's a pro there, David Freese.
Yep. Same cut of cloth.
Here's the play. We are going to go back to it.
Yeah, this is a good play. He's going over, and then he's got to come in, throwing from foul territory, throwing away from his body, and just a comfortable first-rate play.
Yep. Great look on the Allegheny Hub Network Supermo. Steve, you look around this roster, the position players, the pitchers. This is a really good group. It's a great man. Who knows where they're going to end up by the end of the year? How many wins and personalities? In the long run, can you play?
Yeah.
But
seems like a fairly well balanced group.
Yep. Yep.
Then you judge the whole group with how many you win and how many you lose.
That's right. Now you miss that personality there on the field, and
yeah,
we'll be anxious to get him back. Josh Harrison, he's a big void. But it's just an interesting mix of guys. It really is. It's fun. The wild scenes after victories. This goes out of play. The players picking up on the Instagram and the videos that they've been sending out. Gregory Polanco and a bunch of the guys get in the middle of the clubhouse and the fun they have. There's Polanco. Corey Dickerson said that early on to us. Asked about this clubhouse. He said, just absolutely love it.
I kind of like that too. In the clubhouse, that's their place.
Yep.
That's where they can do their thing. They're not performing for anybody in there.
That's right.
They're performing for each other. I like clubhouse. I like celebrations, team celebrations in a clubhouse. I mean, I know there's going to be some spontaneous ones. I like that on the field. The spontaneous ones, absolutely, like the walk-offs. That's great. The choreographed stuff, nah. But the clubhouse is the place where you really get it done with your teammates.
Blocked there by Molina. Pitch well out in front of the plate. No chance for Moran. Clint Hurdle approaching a milestone. Been racking up wins as a Pirates skipper. His 8th season. 44th overall in professional baseball. He's 1 win shy of becoming the 5th manager in team history to pick up 600 victories. This will be the 2nd out. Marcel Ozuna bring up Trevor Williams. These are the names on the list of Pirates managers who have accumulated that many victories, led by Fred Clark, Danny Murtaugh, Jim Leland, Chuck Tanner, and Clint Hurdle, 1 win shy of 600.
That's a neat list right there.
And he is proud to wear the Pirates black and gold. Very well aware of the history.
Yep, he's happy to be on that list.
Yep.
Sharing that list of those guys. He is. He has an appreciation for that.
Williams struck out in the third.
Old school. No batting gloves there either.
That's right. 1 for
No
10.
Titan, the Velcro.
Play.
He's on it.
Can't imagine there have been many pitchers. That's a great point, Steve. How many pitchers have not worn a batting glove? A pitcher.
A gamer.
We got to study that. That's something we've got to pay closer attention to.
No lack of ink, but no
No,
gloves.
that's right. Tatted up.
Get out of here.
I don't think so.
Nope.
I don't know how I just missed it though, right? Yeah.
Okay. That was a breeze, blowing in a gale.
Gale blowing in, yeah. Just missed it.
Rehab assignment. I'm Robbie Ince-Mikowski. Well, the Buccos and Pirates charities do a lot of good things here in the Pittsburgh area, and this morning was no different as a bunch of guys headed down to Brookline. Players and front office attended the opening day for the Brookline Little League Association at Brookline Memorial Park's Sam Bryant Field. First base coach Kamar Barti, President Frank Coonley, Dave Jowls, and Joe Musgrove throughout the opening pitch. What a cool moment that was for Joe and for the rest of the guys that were able to take place in that. It's all part of the Pirates Fields for Kids program promotion. Last year, Brookline received a $25,000 matching grant through Pirates charities and their Fields for Kids program. And this tweet, Point Park University tweet from Joe Musgrove, honored to throw out the first pitch for the Brookline Little League and help them kick off opening day, a special day for any ball player. What a super, super cool deal. So back to the $25,000, Greg and Steve, that they received. It's an organization that serves more than 300 area youth. The funds, they assisted in a field remodel, drainage installation, electric upgrades, and dugout and fence repairs. So we've had bad weather this season. So if it would have rained today, this time a year ago, they would not have been able to have opening day. So thanks to that grant, really cool day. They had a live radio broadcast from the fan today. Super cool stuff going on. You know, Joe, new to the community, really appreciated something like that and being a part of it.
Good stuff.
Good work indeed.
Yep, absolutely.
Good to see them actually physically out there in the community. Well done. Matt Carpenter has hit a ball to the warning track and walked. 1-1 game, 6th inning.
Yeah, on a cool and drizzly morning too. This morning was no treat for anybody, but you guys got out there, Brookline area, out toward the South Hills, and did a good thing. Shift on against Matt Carpenter as Trevor Williams keeps on trucking here, working in the top of the 6, having given up just 1 run. I don't know if Matt was unhappy with that call, but very much a strike.
By the way, Carpenter, one of the few position players, doesn't wear batting gloves. 2-2.
So we're getting down to cases as we play in the top of the 6th inning, and you get in these kind of situations as you get deeper in the ball game. You want to really, well, you don't try any harder, but you really want to try to get that first man up, get that leadoff man on. Don't let him get anything started. But now he's gone to a full count. We got an important pitch coming up here. They take the edge here in the 6th, or we do.
Big pitch. Carpenter watching Dickerson range over there, and Dickerson will make the catch. That's a big out for Trevor Williams.
Yep.
Big out to keep Carpenter off the bases, leading things off, and now he'll face Jose Martinez. Robbie was talking about some of the players and coaches out there earlier today, and Trevor Williams earlier this week out at the Children's Institute, they thanked Trevor Williams, paying a visit, meeting some of the patients with the spinal cord injuries.
Project 34.
His buddy Corey Hahn. He and his wife Jackie started Project 34 on March the 4th this year. His former teammate is at Arizona State, suffered a spinal cord injury. That's why Trevor Williams wears number 34.
Got Martinez to go for the first one, takes the second one.
He's lined out twice. Didn't want to, but he's now in the hole, 1-2.
But he's still alive as that fastball is hunting him, trying to chase up and hit him. Get out of the way, makes a little contact. A lot of heat of these first several deliveries. Let's see if they go with any breaking stuff here. He's got the edge. No, still with the fastball. Didn't change pitches, but changed location. From delivering inside to going out away. See if we can pick up a sign. Change up. Nicely done, and Martinez does a good job of staying alive. First thing you learned as a pitcher, wiggles change. Wiggle change. One's a fastball, two is a curve, wiggle change. Fastball out of the way.
Reaches out and gets it inside the line.
Wow.
And Martinez has a hit. If Polanco can get to it quickly, he might have a shot, but no. And it's a double for Jose Martinez.
And he went way out to get that ball and just shoved it inside the chalk down the right field line. 1 out double. Piece of hitting that was. Check the location. I mean, that's a really good looking pitch. And that's what Trevor gets out of it. Double.
Ray Searage going to come out to the mound. Good time for it because the Pirates, Martinez having fun with Gregory Polanco. double with one out. And now Searage, Williams, and Cervelli discuss strategy here. Marcell Ozuna seems to be heating up. Molina is certainly a double play candidate, and Edgar Santana loosens.
Yeah, Pirates got such great work last night out of the bullpen. 6+ innings, just 2 base hits given up in 6 innings, all zeros. They held the fort till the Pirates could tie it up in the 9th and then win it in the 11th. Great work. '90th pitch coming up. So what he's been doing each inning.
Popped him up. Maybe. Cervelli. Oh, just missed it. That would have been big.
So close. I don't know if he could have slid over to the left a little bit more, or it was just beyond his reach, as Ozuna talks it over with him. All right, so close to being a big out. Just out of his reach.
Another good look from the Allegheny Health Network Supermo. Oh,
what a pitch. Delivered it inside, and Ozuna just a bad swing. Swing he didn't want to take, as that ball is way inside, but it puts Trevor way out in front. And now Martinez wants some time out at second base. Is he all right?
Yeah, he's not sure about it. Mike Matheny and one of the trainers going to check on him. All of a sudden he's winded. Jose Oquendo seems to be laughing about it.
Because he was acting funny when he got to second base.
He was goofing around with Gregory Polanco. So back to work on Marcell Ozuna.
Front, he's definitely a strikeout candidate. 26 out of 101 at bats. Get him to chase.
It was well within the zone there, wasn't it?
I was going to say, yeah, but you're 0-2. You want that ball a little further out. That was too much in a hitting area. Trevor got away with it. I still haven't had anybody explain to me what those sleeves are all about. Do you know the answer to that, Greg? Those
compression sleeves?
Yes.
No, I don't. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And they claim it's for circulation.
Why don't they wear them on both arms?
Still 1-2.
Staying alive.
Sort of dancing around after every swing. Trying to bring home the go-ahead run. And the 6th.
1-2. Trevor's trying everything against him.
But he really hasn't gone too far out of the zone yet to get him to really chase, Steve.
Yeah, you're not going to get a chase on that. No, that when he had him 0-2, that first pitch was on the outside part of the plate, but it was still not far enough out. remains a candidate. 2-2 count now.
Ripped to left, but foul. Nice play down the line.
He's looking more like a contact man than a strikeout candidate. And we'll wait till Mr. Martinez makes his way back to second base.
2-2 on Osuna. Drove in 124 runs last year. 37 homers.
They want it up? No, they want it out. Just a little outside. Now from 0-2 to 3-2. You see him try to bring it back a little bit. Just at the end, try to buy a call. No sale to Gabe Morales. And now a little chat.
Thinking about all kinds of things here. Martinez, the leadoff second, and first base is open. So it's not like you have to throw him a strike. You've got, again, Yadier Molina on deck.
Just thinking
he's been clutch over the years, but he's also a double play candidate.
You don't have to give in and throw the fastball if you think you can fool him.
Line to left. And the base hit. And the throw will go to second. And it's a 2-1 Cardinal lead.
And Martinez read it well. And Osuna wins that battle after being behind in the count 0-2. That pitch kind of moving back toward the middle part of the plate. It was down a little bit, but he's right there, puts a good swing on it. That's just a good at bat. Thought it might carry out to left field. Martinez was 3/4 of the way there. Took a shot that the ball was not going to hang up and allow Dickerson to catch it.
Now Molina, as the Cardinals lead at 2-1.
Yep. Look for that double play maybe here. Cardinals have had their share. They've turned 3. He'll get out in front 0-2 once again. I mean, that's always good news, but then you got to finish it off. As you see, that was the 100th pitch that Trevor Williams has thrown.
Gets Molina to chase up.
Just
2 outs.
Second strikeout. Comes at a good time. See, the target is up, the delivery is up, and the batter is out.
Fowler has bounced out and flied out. Zen Hurdle checking on the bullpen.
Once again, for the 3rd straight time, I believe, not much support for Trevor Williams. He got 2 runs to work with last time, and the start before that he got none. As Pirates are shut out by the Rockies 2 starts ago for Trevor Williams.
And of course, you remember his first start of the season in Detroit on Easter Sunday when he pitched 6 no-hit innings against the Tigers. The Pirates won that game 1-0. He's got a couple strikes now on Fowler. That one off of Cervelli.
Once again, out in front 0-2.
Yeah. Santana is ready. And Williams just about finished for the night. Needs to get Dexter Fowler.
Yeah, you'd like to see him finish it off because it becomes a very good start. and he would be eligible if the Pirates could score a bunch. Should we get this up? And he has had a streak. I mean, take a look at his starts. This is number 6, and this could possibly be the 5th start out of the 6 that he goes exactly 6 innings. But needs this out.
A pop up, and so he will get Fowler to end it. Disappointed that he gave up the go-ahead run. 6 strong, Bucks down a run.
And Bordas, fighting for justice. And by Day Automotive, we're gonna make your day. Let's go Bucks!
Well, Marcell Osuna's base hit gives the Cardinals the lead now, going into the bottom of the 6th. Jack Flaherty, the rookie. This is Adam Frazier. Frazier is 2 for 2. Pirates leadoff man. Buck scored in the 2nd on the Francisco Cervelli homer. Cardinals tied it in the 3rd and then take the lead here in the top of the 6th. Trevor Williams really seems hot about something. Talking about it with Chad Kuhl. Good to see that competitive fire.
Yep, he is done for the evening. He was getting the hugs.
Yeah, he wanted, obviously, to not have to give up that go-ahead run as the walk to Frazier sets the stage here.
Yeah, it's so big for him to complete that 6th inning. Now if the Pirates score a bunch, he could walk into one of those backdoor wins.
You know, somebody pointed out in the truck, Jose Martinez, that act at second base that caused the delay. I mean, you wonder. He's kind of pointing out that way. Was that what had him hot? Who knows? Of course, not thrilled maybe with the way Osuna act. You never know. I mean, anything can set somebody off. And there's the chase by Polanco, who really did just miss hitting one out of here in the 3rd. Sent Fowler back to the wall and right.
Well, you get your leadoff man out here in the bottom of the 6th. You're pretty much where you want to be in the batting order.
It's that 3rd time through, Steve. And I know what you've talked about over the years, that sometimes that should be an advantage for the pitcher. You wonder, for a young pitcher, though, might this be an advantage for the Pirates now that they've seen him a couple times and they maybe get an idea about his stuff for a young pitcher?
Yep.
Maybe. Maybe you're grasping at straws too. He's only given up
Right,
one run.
because he's seen what he's been effective with
Yeah.
against the Pirates first 2 times.
Bullpen action for the Cardinals.
The start he had on April 3rd, he went just 5 innings through 91 pitches. He's been very efficient in his pitches so far, or decently efficient. Let's say that. As you see the Cardinal bullpen heating up.
Two and one. Hoping to get a chase there from Polanco.
Yeah, that was a good take after swinging at the ball that was nowhere near strike zone on the first pitch. He winds up, after 3 deliveries, having the advantage. 2-1 count. Run into one here, Gregory. Want it out away. They get it out away, but too far away.
Wow.
The plot thickens.
Yes, indeed. 3-1. Flaherty trying to pick up his first major league victory. Starling Marte on deck.
Wondering if Frazier's going to take off.
Flaherty was a first-round compensation pick by the Cardinals when they lost a free agent, Carlos Beltran, signed with the Yankees. And ball 4, leadoff walks to begin the bottom of the 6th.
And that could cost Mr. Flaherty any remaining time when you have a 1-run lead that you just got and you walk the first 2 batters in the next inning.
Matheny wants Molina to go talk to him and buy Leon a little more time. That's what it looked like anyway, maybe not.
I'd be surprised if he stays in right now. But he's going to. Maybe
I don't think so, Steve. I can't believe he's going to let him pitch to Marte.
Yeah.
Thought they're going to try some delay tactics. Yeah, they are. That's what they're doing. This is La Russa stuff here. This is all done. That's what Tony La Russa taught Mike Matheny. You see, they're ready to start, and then they step off.
Yep.
It just buys him all the extra time he needs, and here comes Matheny now.
Yep. Cardinal baseball.
Zach, lock the door.
Yeah, who knows? Del Maxville might walk in. There's Leone.
2 on, nobody out. Bucks down a run. Francisco Cervelli's home run in the second inning gave the Pirates a 1-0 lead, his fourth. The season, the Pirates have homered in 7 straight. And the Cardinals tie it in the third inning. Tommy Pham rips a double in the third. And moments ago in the top of this inning, Marcell Ozuna singles home Jose Martinez. Give the Cardinals the lead, but Pirates have 2 on, nobody out. And Starling Marte coming to the plate against Dominic Leone. Leone pitched last night.
His numbers, yeah, he just faced a couple of batters last night. Fly out and a walk. 10 innings, well, 11 innings. He has 13 strikeouts, 3 home runs. And he also, just for background, has a very good pickoff. Got that part of his reputation, so just mind your manners out on the base paths.
Ball 1 on Marte, who was able to single past Matt Carpenter as Carpenter was drawn in on the grass last time. First time up, Marte hit it to Carpenter and it was turned into a double play. Again, Carpenter is in just toward the edge. And there it is. 1. Well, we won't get a double play as Wong doesn't get a throw off to first. So 3 times Marte has pulled the ball to the left side, and he is 1 for 3. But Frazier now at third base. Potential tying run 90 feet away, even though it isn't out. It does get Frazier to third.
I didn't know if Carpenter might go to third base on that ball and just get the tag. And
Josh Bell. He's walked and hit into a double play. Now you'd think Marte would take off, wouldn't you, or no?
well, you're in this kind of situation. I don't think so, because if he gets thrown out, you're set up for at least a tie right now. Let's see. Go.
One ball, 1 strike on Josh Bell. 15 runs batted in, switch hitting Pirates first baseman, had the outstanding rookie year in 2017. Trying to at least lift the ball to the outfield, give Frazier a chance to score the tying run.
Or with 11 in, there's that pickoff move and close. A lot of home runs. What, 11 innings, 3 home runs? I mean, that's get your attention.
Going back to what Steve said, that's maybe a better reason why Marte might not be going anywhere. A good pickoff move by Leone. Keep him close. A little bluff start and into right center field. Pirates have tied it. Josh Bell's base hit. And now the ball bobbled by Pham, and Cora wanted Marte to try and score, but he doesn't. Joey Cora was waving Marte like he was waving cool last night. It's tied up in the 6th.
And I think all things considered, it's good that they didn't send the runner home, because it was.
They wanted him to go home, but Marte shut it down.
Yep, and that was a pretty quick recovery after he bobbled the ball.
Tommy Pham again drops a ball. There you see Cora, but Marte never looked at him.
Yeah, he slowed down coming into third.
Marte did not have it going hard toward third. Otherwise, he has a good chance of scoring. Now the intentional walk as Martinez cut that ball off. There you see it. Frazier scores to tie it.
See Marte there just kind of easing on into third base.
And Cora frustrated. He knows Pirates could have the lead here. After an intentional walk to Dickerson, it's up to Francisco Cervelli. As the Pirates try to come back again. They've tied it here in the 6th. It's a single and an error on Pham, allowing Bell to go to second. Well, Cervelli has come up with some big hits already. He tries to deliver again. You see Marte, Bell, and Dickerson, the runners. That ties it. And Cervelli could give the Pirates the lead and give Trevor Williams a chance at a W.
Every once in a while, you can pick up a win like this. You are officially out of the ball game. Well, not officially yet, but he's out of the ball game.
2-0. Clint Hurdle yesterday on his pregame radio show, talking about meeting the Cardinals for the first time this season, mentioned the offense, mentioned some good starters, but he said, you know, we might have an opportunity or two this series against the bullpen. He was prophetic, and they came back against the pen last night, and now Dominic Leone has given up an RBI single. And a fly ball to center field. That's deep enough to give the Bucks the lead. Pham will make the catch. It is a 3-2 Pirates lead. And look at Corey Dickerson, Mr. Baseball, watching all the way. He goes into scoring position. It is 3-2 Pittsburgh. Cervelli, 2 RBIs. This one gives the Bucks the lead.
And he just keeps getting things done. Got himself into a good count, 2-0, and gave the ball a good ride. As the ball is in the air, everybody's heading back to their bases. And musical chairs, everybody move up one.
Colin Moran takes ball 1. And that closes the book on Jack Flaherty. He gives up 3 runs and 5+, and now he's on the hook. So pitching a strong ball game, the rookie. Things have turned now in the 6th. A base hit here could bring home 2 more. Moran goes upstairs, 1-1. Mike Matheny, his Cardinals came into the series riding high, winning 10 of 12 entering last night.
Oh boy, base hit here, so huge.
So Jack Flaherty,
Rookie.
4 hits, 3 runs, walked 4, struck out a couple, gave up the homer.
You can see what they like about him, but to be determined.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Moran with 2 outs. Cervelli, sacrifice fly. And now with 20 RBIs on the season. And Moran goes to third and picked by Carpenter. And in the dirt, oh, and the play is made by Martinez. Jose Martinez really fought that one.
And the Pirates might want to take a look.
He was really fighting it. Tom Prince checking in with Kevin Roach to see, but he made the catch. And again, Martinez, watch him fight this one. Wow, blindly making the play. Cervelli and the Bucks now lead it 3-2. fireworks, and as you enjoy a Miller Lite, look forward to the whole true moment later in tonight's game. Francisco Cervelli now with 20 RBIs. Sacrifice fly, give the Bucks the lead. Michael Felice, 7th inning man.
One of the few we didn't see last night as the Pirates brought out a lot of their bullpen brigade successfully. Beautifully done. Now Felice in charge of inning number 7.
If you caught our open, Steve talked about the improved Pirates bullpen going back to the first couple weeks of the season. First 15 games this season, the Pirates bullpen had an ERA of 6.16. The last 11 games or so, that bullpen ERA is down under 3.
And they were in a lot of games in the 5th and 6th inning in those early contests, those 15 you're talking about.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Here's a look at the Pirates through April the 11th. The bullpen 7.51 ERA, 2.45 since.
A lot of categories improved.
But on a 1-2 pitch, Paul DeYoung begins the 7th with a base hit, his 2nd hit. Pirates have made some changes in that bullpen. A.J. Schugel pitched very well last night, according to Jacob Stallings. We had a chance to chat with him earlier today for a pregame radio visit tomorrow. Catcher at AAA Indy. Schugel will be ready soon to rejoin the club. Ball 1 on Colton Wong as he showed bunt again.
Yeah, he did that in his first at bat.
Now this would be a sacrifice.
Yeah, yeah, he's looking at a pinch hitter.
Pops it up. Foul, back out of play. So he's supposed to sacrifice, but he'd like to get a hit out of it. And Cervelli wants to talk to Felice. Pirates salute members of our military with a military ticket discount presented by IC Light. All active duty, reserve, veteran, and retired service members and their families save $10 on tickets to all Pirates home games. For more information, go to pirates.com/military. Ball 1 strike.
Little heat upstairs. A lot of heat upstairs.
Slap left side, diving stop, Moran, throw it on first and out there. But the bench, the Cardinal bench says hold everything. What a play by Moran. The question is, did his throw indeed beat Wong to first?
The telephone check. Look at the video on the backhand side, down on his belly, comes up.
They will not challenge.
Nope, they shouldn't.
Heck of a play.
That was.
Man.
And very businesslike.
Oh,
he makes these plays.
Colin Moran on the Allegheny Health Network Supermo. Look at the stretch. Well done, too, by Bell. As you said, Steve, very businesslike. And Josh Bell keeps getting more and more comfortable over there. Those stretches. Figuring out which corner of the bag he needs to use. Paul DeYoung with Greg Garcia announced as the pinch hitter.
Just as you said early on, these are usually tight ball games with the St. Louis Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Good energy levels and a lot of good baseball, a lot of tight games.
Garcia bats for Leon. DeYoung started the inning with a base hit. Michael Feliz, 24-year-old from the Dominican, 6'4", 230 pounds. Parts of the previous 3 years out of the Astros bullpen.
Can't get him to chase up that high.
Scoreless 7th inning, second game of Wednesday's doubleheader against the Tigers for Feliz. Got him. Strikes him out looking. Pinch hitter Greg Garcia goes down.
Right on the corner with a lot of speed.
Once again, the Pirates faced with this situation. Tommy Pham, the league's leading hitter, at the plate.
Well, they chose to go after him last time, and it worked. The bouncer to third.
He's also lined to left and doubled to right.
Is that also that good play that Moran made on him? So that's a couple circles he's got.
Oh, looked like a flinch from Gabe Morales there.
Yeah.
Home plate umpire. Luke Gregerson will be the new pitcher in the bottom of the 7th for St. Louis.
Is that Rosenthal's old number, 44?
I think so. Trevor Rosenthal, yeah. 2-1.
Long-time closer for the Cardinals.
Tommy Pham. And now 3-1.
Good try with a changeup, but missed.
Trevor Williams went 6. Up the middle, Mercer. They got him. Michael Feliz, thanks to an outstanding play by Colin Moran. 7th inning stretch, 3-2 Pirates. Tomorrow, former 4th-round pick 8 years ago, had to go through the Tommy John process, had an ankle injury last year, and has come back And he also told us, Robbie, last week when he chatted on a pregame show that he got the best advice from Jameson Taillon in spring training when Taillon said, listen, you are big league ready. Now basically go act like it. And down in AAA, just be ready.
Big day, huge day coming up for Nick.
Luke Gregerson now faces Jordy Mercer.
See if we can add on.
Mercer and then a pinch hitter, Sean Rodriguez, against Gregerson, the former Padre. And the line toward left, but that's going to hook. Oh, it's fair. Mercer thought it was going to be foul and stood there for a moment, but he'll have no problem getting into second base with a stand-up double. To begin the bottom of the 7th as the Pirates look for insurance.
That's the way to start off the bottom of the 7th inning after the stretch.
Ball had a lot of hook on it, so Mercer assumed that's a foul ball, but then realized, wait a minute. Stopped hooking. Leadoff double for Mercer. Whoops. Mercer had the big double last night that led to the tying run and the great comeback. Now the Bucks up by 1, look for more, and Mike Maddox. We don't see this as much anymore because of the limit on mound visits. This was automatic for the last few years, that every time a pinch hitter would be announced, the pitching coach comes out, gives a scouting report. But they're going to use up one of their visits. And to be sure what's going on here, Jordy Mercer went and walked over to third base coach Joey Cora. Find out what was up. Is the sacrifice bunt in order? The Cardinals don't think so.
Carpenter even with a bag, not in on the grass, kind of hedging his bet a little bit.
Rodriguez has faced Gregerson twice in his career. He's 2 for 2 and both hits home runs off Luke Gregerson.
Well, how do you like this matchup?
Yeah, that's why Maddox went out there to talk to him.
Yeah, match.com.
Luke Gregerson signed as a free agent in December. Last few years with Houston. Saved 31 games 3 years ago for the Stros. Came to the big leagues with the Padres in 2009. Mike Maddox.
Yep. First year with the Cardinals.
The pinch hitter Sean Rodriguez batting for Felice. Tyler Lyons loosens in the pen as lefty hitters Adam Frazier, Gregory Polanco due up next. Four-pitch walk.
Didn't look like they wanted any part of him.
Does Gregerson face Frazier and then Polanco? He's given up a double and a walk. Watch every out-of-market regular season game live at home, in the office, or on the go with MLB.tv. Your subscription includes MLB at Bat Premium, allowing you to watch on your favorite supported devices. Blackout and other restrictions apply. Visit MLB.tv for details. Bucco fans not happy that Mike Matheny is out, and he is going to remove Gregerson. Lefty coming on.
Yeah, what are they unhappy about?
Pittsburgh Pirates and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the express written consent of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
3-2 ball game. Bucks up, and they have 2 on with no one out. And we'll see, huh? Game 2 of this 3-game series. Game 2 of 19 meetings this year between these two rivals, Bucks and Cardinals. And here is again Tyler Lyons to face pinch hitter David Freese, the former Cardinal. He bats for Frazier.
Last night, Lyons a big strikeout of Gregory Polanco in the 9th inning to keep the Pirates from winning the ball game in regulation.
David Freese. Obviously not bunting.
No, obviously.
Glenn Hurdle feels like this is a chance maybe to big insurance run with a big hit from Freese, but after taking a pitch he wasn't happy with, he swings and misses and wasn't happy with that swing. Former Cardinal World Series hero.
Yeah, one-handed, awkward. Good block, good save by Molina. He's done that a few times in his career.
Keeps Mercer at second.
Those curveballs heading that way have a tendency to hit and spin back the other way so many times.
David Freese hoping to deliver on his birthday, turning 35 today. Two count on Freese. National League Championship Series and World Series MVP in 2011. Polanco on deck. Pop up and be out of play. I want to thank Inez Farraco Wilmer for the Oakmont Bakery Bucko cookies. Thanks, Inez.
Yeah. They'll be put to good use.
Yep. Got Dave's back.
Yep. Now we'll get on and call everybody in the universe.
See the leads on StatCast. The leads for Molina won't stop that one, and that's big.
Huge.
Mercer and Rodriguez move up.
We'll take it. They say pass ball.
I don't know that that hit the ground at all. Nope, just right off the mitt. Pass ball.
Good.
Charge to Molina.
It's in the details. Runners at second and third.
The infield shortens up. There's a line drive to right. Runner at third is going to tag, and he will score. And heading to third base, wisely, Sean Rodriguez. It's a 2-run lead as David Freese delivers as a pinch hitter to score Mercer.
And there's still action for the Pirates as they hope to add on at least one more.
A big pass ball charge to Molina allows Freese to do this. Mercer tagging, and Dexter Fowler going to just throw to third.
All right, rinse and repeat and do it again. That would feel all right.
Sean Rodriguez Now the infield in all the way around for Polanco.
See if Gregory can give Lyons a little payback from last night.
Was that the at-bat where he chased?
Yeah, both he and Marte both chased runner at third, but nobody out.
Yep. So we'll see if he's got more patience
I
this
think
time,
Bowman came in to get Marte.
Yep, that ninth inning. There was one out at the time when he struck out.
Yep.
Oh, he gets a hit by pitch. We might see another pitching change with Marte coming up. Or we might see Mike Maddox. First and third.
Doesn't do much to get out of the way, but gets himself down to first base. Here comes Matheny to make a pitching change. Now they're really unhappy.
Tyler Lyons faces two batters. Mike Myers coming on.
By Barrel Automotive. With express service, you're in and out in no time. Visit barrelservice.com to find a location near you. And by Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pittsburgh Pirates and fans like you. Let's go Bucks!
On a chilly night, the Pirates lead the Cardinals 4-2. Bucks have runners at the corners with one out. Here's Mike Myers.
Just called up yesterday. Second trip with the Cardinals, former starter, working out of the bullpen. As Matheny goes to the bullpen thoroughly for the second straight night. Last night, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4 so far tonight. And we're just in the 7th.
Starling Marte has an 8-game hitting streak. He singled in the 4th off of starter Jack Flaherty. Half swing. Oh, Sean Rodriguez might have been able to score, but he scampers back without a play, and the bases are loaded. Sean Rod put on the brakes. And now the bases are jam-packed for Josh Bell.
This ball chopped just out in front of home plate.
Better move, just put on the brakes, looks like, huh?
Yeah,
Good
I
chance
believe
he
did
gets
the
him.
right thing.
Yeah.
Because the pitcher had committed to home plate.
Well done. Bases loaded. Rodriguez, Polanco, and Marte. Marte gets credit for the base hit. We'll give Sean Rodriguez an assist on that base hit.
Okay. Showtime here for Josh Bell. All right, Josh, stay out of the infield. Hit it hard and stay out of the infield. Trying to freeze our cleanup man. We're freezing enough. Go ahead and throw the pitch.
There's Freeze.
Yep.
And Mercer. Freeze a sacrifice fly. Brought home Mercer.
In on the hands. In on the hands.
Bell had a grand slam a couple years ago against the Cubs. Trying to stay warm. Ball and 2 strikes. Myers from Grove City, Ohio, just south of Columbus. He was a 3rd-round pick out of Ole Miss by the Cardinals 5 years ago. Inning started with the Mercer double off Luke Gregerson. Just missed, and now it's even on Josh Bell.
Tell you, Greg, we had a pretty brisk pace through 5 innings, but here we are in the 6th and the 7th, bogged down. A lot of intensity, a lot of pitching changes, a lot of activity on the bases.
2-2. 3-2. Ha!
Yep. Okay, Myron, get us some action here.
Oh, foul tip, strikeout. 2nd out of the 7th inning.
Big for the Cardinals, not so big for the Pirates. Could have been ball 4, close, maybe too close to take, and Molina holds on. Still time.
It's up to Corey Dickerson. Ball 1.
Good block.
Double barrel action for Santana. It's Santana probably if the Pirates pick up a couple more runs, and if it stays a 2-run lead, it's probably Contos for the 8th. Corey Dickerson has 1 career granny. That was a couple years ago against the Mariners in Seattle. Hit a grand slam off Taijuan Walker.
I'm predicting a free pass.
All right, I like it. 1 ball, 1 strike. That ball is right down the middle at 96. That is going out on a limb, though, from Steve, because Corey Dickerson has walked a total of 2 times unintentionally.
Well, you got
but I like it.
I got a guy just up from the minor leagues.
Yep.
In a tough spot.
Who's that line? George Clooney. Oh, brother, where art thou? Is that
We're
in a tough spot?
I'll take a double to right center too.
How about a little fister?
Yeah.
How about a little fister? For an infield hit for Corey Dickerson. Mr. Baseball makes it a 5-2 ball game.
Well placed.
How about this inning? How about the base running of Sean Rodriguez that got Marte the infield hit? And after Bell was disappointed that he couldn't do the job, Corey Dickerson did.
Right off the fist, just past Myers, and once it gets past the pitcher, you know you got a chance. He can't do anything with it. Carpenter does everything he can, but nothing available defensively. Keep it going.
Still loaded for Cervelli. Corey Dickerson, his 15th RBI. Brings home Sean Rodriguez. As they keep moving it down the line. Watch Dickerson's reaction.
Sure, he'll take that.
Yeah, how about that little?
Yeah, makes up for all the line drives that are caught, they say.
Fowler. Oh, Fowler goes, topples over the short fence.
Into the concrete. He's going to get up. Check out the elbow.
How about that for an effort right there from Dexter Fowler?
Yep. That's leaving it all on the field and then leaving the field. And that can be scary because there is concrete. I mean, you're going over that fence and you got some momentum. That's full contact baseball. Breaks the fall with a hand, maybe some degree, but that's a scary moment.
We gotta stay in the ball game. Great effort from Dexter Fowler. Topples over that short fence, head first. Stays in there.
Didn't take his manager very long to get down there either, did it, with the trainer?
0-2 on Cervelli. Homer and a sacrifice fly in this ball game. Polanco at third, Marte at second, Dickerson at first. Ball and 2 strikes. Mike Myers still in a tight spot. Got the dribbler to Marte, and Sean Rodriguez wisely put on the brakes and went back to third. Marte got an infield hit out of it, then he struck out Bell. And he's going to get Cervelli to pop out to Fowler. The Bucks score 2 more, and through 7 now lead at 5-2.
Chevy Silverado and your Western PA Chevy dealers. And by Levin's, the official furniture and mattress supplier to the Pittsburgh Pirates. For the best quality, service, and value, shop Levin's. Let's go Bucks!
Starling Marte, one of the heroes last night. Sean Rodriguez, pinch hit, walk. And the bottom of the 7th inning and scoring. So he ran down that line and froze, then went back. And Marte got a hit out of it. Corey Dickerson picked up an RBI infield hit. And Jordy Mercer contributed as he led off with the double.
And now George Contos, who picked up the win last night, on to work the 8th inning. Little wiggle room for the Pirates. They lead at 5-2.
Matt Carpenter against Contos. Wants it foul. Carpenter 0 for 2 with a walk. This is Trevor Williams' game to win. 6 more outs to get.
Yeah, he went 6 innings for the 5th time out of 6 starts. Managed to get that last out in the 6th to let him qualify for a W. And Greg, that's what happens. If you're going to have a good year, you got to have some kind of quirky things. If you want to win a bunch of games, you know, between 15 and 20, you need a situation like that where you're out of the ball game technically, and your team goes ahead and takes the lead. So you finish innings as a starter, and every once in a while it works out.
Well, the shift is on. Sean Rodriguez is there, taking over at second base. Adam Frazier as he pinch hit. One out.
Still got to be frustrating, even if in this day of constant shifting. When you hit the ball right on the button, it's out to the outfield, and there's somebody there waiting for it, an infielder who's been moved in that position. But worked out nicely for the Pirates there with Rodriguez.
Martinez has hit the ball hard 3 times. Doubled, scored in the 6th.
Nicely placed there by George. Yeah, the double just inside the chalk. He took a really good looking pitch and just reached out full extension and hit it down the right field line. George out in front, 0-2.
Marcell Ozuna, RBI single in the 6th on deck.
Gee, I wonder how you can tell it's Ozuna with that sleeve. Good guess, Greg.
Yeah, thank you.
A couple misses to even the count.
Quite a contrast for the Cardinals, going from Michael Felice to George Contos. One of the things the Pirates like about the lead inning look of this trio. Felice, Contos, and then back to heat from the left side from Felipe Vasquez. Veteran George Contos picked up from the Giants late last summer. And there's Colin Moran, the 2nd out. This week on an all-new edition of Inside Pirates Baseball, from the label to the taste, Jameson Taillon reveals the detail that goes into his coffee that supports local charity. Plus, the Pirates pitching staff tells you why they're the key to improving the team's results. Those stories and our top plays debuting tonight after Pirates postgame. Jameson Tyone seated next to Chad Kuhl. Stephen Brault there. First pitch strike to Osuna.
A lot of strikes thrown here in the 8th inning by George Contos. That's the foundation that you build on as a pitcher. Strikes.
Popped it up. Mercer out. Calling off Dicker. Oh! He must have thought he heard Dickerson trying to call him off. He looked over to the left fielder and then tried to pick up the ball again, and he'll be charged with the error. On a pop up the shallow left, you could see Mercer thought he heard Dickerson call him off.
Here it is. Up in the air, you think it's the 3rd out. The look back. And the error. Boy, you just don't see that from Jordy Mercer very often.
It's his first error of the season.
He's like money in the bank. And we pick him up. We pick him up.
Moran across the diamond, and Molina is the final out. Scoreless 8th for Contos. He's a happy birthday.
Yep.
Jordy Mercer, when he got back in the dugout, explaining what he thought he heard. And they're having some fun with him.
Yeah, he knows he still should have caught that ball.
Yeah, and you know, he's kind of laughing about it, but here, watch him with George Contos now.
Yeah, what did I do? But Contos bailed him out
thanks
right
for
away.
picking me up, man.
Yeah, bailed him out right away. What, first or second pitch after that? That's big. That's huge. The lead is preserved. You don't want to open any doors, but if it happens, then that pitcher can really bail you out and ball club out. Everybody feels good.
Jordy's got such pride in that defense, too. He just absolutely hates to have that error now on his record. His first error since September 22nd last year against the Cardinals. Moran faces Myers. has bounced out twice to Matt Carpenter and walked. Pirates took a 1-0 lead in the second on a home run by Francisco Cervelli. Cardinals tied it in the third. RBI double by Tommy Pham as Moran hits one the other way to Ozuna. What do we have here? Umpire called time before the pitch. Gabe Morales. Mike Matheny checking in with Jerry Meals, the crew chief. Well, apparently time was called before that pitch was delivered. You don't see that very often. So it's 2-2 on Colin Moran. He's going to get another opportunity.
He's played such a good game, he should.
Yeah. Well, we can't see anybody, but apparently
Morales
time
came
had been
right
called.
out.
Yeah.
It's not like he hesitated and then did something. He came right out of the chute.
Well, now Myers kind of tried to quick pitch Moran on that previous offering. Took a long time. And now Gabe Morales is again hearing it from the dugout. It's 3-2.
A little testy here. Bottom of the 8th inning.
Moran thought he had flied out. He's getting another chance and seeing some more pitches from Mike Myers. It's currently a safe situation. If the Pirates pick up another run, no save. And he draws the walk, taking advantage of another chance. Bucks Cards tomorrow wrap up the 3-game series. Pirates might be looking for a sweep. Nick Kingham makes his major league debut. Tune in at 1. Pirates pregame presented by WB Mason. Bucks Cards right here on a Kids Sunday.
Exciting day for Nick Kingham. I've been hearing his name for a lot of years. He's had his challenges along the way. Last night in the bottom of the ninth, Jordy Mercer had a great at bat. Big time drive out off the wall in center field. Changed everything. The Pirates to come up with a tie. They went on to win it.
Felipe. It is a save situation for the moment. Jordy Mercer doubled to start the 7th. And a fly ball to Pham. Here's Sean Rodriguez, drew the walk. Last inning, went to second on a pass ball. Moved up 90 feet on the freeze fly ball to right, the sacrifice fly. And then when Marte hit a little dribbler in front of the plate, the pitcher fielded it and was ready to throw home. Rodriguez had put on the brakes and scamper back to third, and by then Myers didn't have a play. And he went on to score the 5th run on the infield hit by Dickerson. Hopefully we won't have to worry about another walk-off win. You know, this thing will get settled in the top of the 9th. The last time the Pirates had 3 consecutive walk-off victories, June 24th, 25th, and 27th, 1970.
Just the other day.
Yeah, Steve, you actually started
first one,
the game on June 24th, 1970. It was at Forbes Field. You went 7 innings, gave up 3 runs. You faced Al Raboski when he was then the starter.
Wow.
The Mad Hungarian became a closer. Bucks were down 3-2 in the bottom of the 9th inning. Bill Mazeroski hit a ground ball to bring home the tying run as Sean Rod will pop out. Foul territory to Carpenter. That's the 2nd out of the inning.
I don't even know if we called them walk-offs back then.
Oh, I'm sure not. Yeah, I doubt it. I think that's a relatively new term.
A late win.
Yeah, winning in the bottom of the 9th or whatever.
Yep.
But in any case, last at bat win.
Yep.
That game went 11. Al Oliver had an RBI single that scored Gene Alley. And then the next day, June 25th, what a comeback that was. Steve Carlton was pitching a 5-hit shutout for the Cardinals at Forbes into the 9th inning, led 2-0 when suddenly the Pirates offense erupted. Bob Robertson tripled, Al Oliver doubled, Dave Cash tripled, and Richie Hebner a sacrifice fly, and the Pirates won that game 3-2 in walk-off fashion. And their next game was against the Cubs, and it was a 2-1 walk-off victory. Doc Ellis, the complete game over Fergie Jenkins, who also went the distance. In the bottom of the 9th, Al Oliver, an RBI, scored Richie Hebner in the bottom of the 9th to win it 2-1. As Max Moroff bats for George Contos. Interestingly enough, the next day, the Pirates hosted the Chicago Cubs in a doubleheader at Forbes Field, the last 2 games ever played at Forbes Field. And they swept the Twin Bill.
Won those 2.
Yeah.
We're talking about Dave Justy. Dave got one of the wins, and Jimmy Nelson got one of the others, or got the other one. And off to Three Rivers Stadium. We left shortly after that.
Yeah, went to New York.
That was it. And went to New York and then came back to a new ballpark.
Yeah, in mid-July. It was a long road trip. So that was the last time the Pirates had 3 consecutive walk-off wins. And 2 of those were against the Cardinals.
What a day it was that last day, that doubleheader. After that last out, people were out on the field grabbing whatever they could get. Some of the sheet metal numbers from the scoreboard, bases, grass.
Anything they could get their hands on. 2-1 on Moroff.
I had lined up the on-deck circle for the Pirates, but when I got out there after the last out, it was gone.
You know what you should have done? You should have signed it, like put your autograph on it.
Yeah, right. Yeah, because I didn't. Now it's hanging outside the.
It's in Cooperstown. We were there this last summer and saw it hanging. There's a drive to right field by Moroff. It's going to be a foul ball, but he jumped on it. It's reminiscent of Moroff facing Myers last year.
And
this is what happened.
Yep.
Moroff, August 18th, into the Allegheny. A 2-run bomb. It bounces into the river.
There it is. Splashdown. Oh, and the dive in the river to get it.
He lines it into left. Boy, he likes facing Mike Myers. It was a frustrating night for Moroff last night. Max Moroff didn't start the game, but he pinch hit in the 5th inning and had 4 at-bats when all was said and done, and struck out 3 times and flied out. Here, after the long foul, he rips a single to left putting 2 on for Gregory Polanco.
Yeah, he almost got one last night too. He had a big foul ball that didn't miss by much up in the stands.
See if Polanco can deliver a knockout punch. Barely grazed by a pitch from Tyler Lyons last inning. And now, as this game might be getting out of hand, it is again Edgar Santana. Couple of strikes on him. Myers. Bucks leading 5-2. Earlier, the Cubs shut out the Brewers. Drilled foul.
Couple of shots well hit by Pirates, but out in front, pulling them foul more often now. Polanco.
One ball, 2 strikes on Polanco. Checks. 1-2. A strikeout, a fly ball to deep right, a walk, and hit by a pitch for Polanco, who's 2 for 8. A home run in the series, which will conclude tomorrow afternoon on a Kids Sunday. As Bucks trying to make it 2 straight over the Cardinals. And Martinez again drops a ball, allowing a run to score. Jose Martinez has really struggled with a glove at first base. Another gift run for the Pirates, and they take a 6-2 lead as Colin Moran scores.
That was the big opening for the Pirates last night in the 9th, and this gives them a chance to add on here in the 8th tonight.
We have not seen a whole lot of Jose Martinez, but he obviously has a lot of work yet to do over at first. As Marte hits a fly ball toward Pham. That does it. The Pirates get the gift run. Head to the 9th. Up by 4. great shots from our Allegheny Health Network Supermo. Fireworks coming up after this one here.
And without a save situation, as you take a look at Colin Moran, it will not be Vasquez coming in. It will be Santana. Or Santana to try to put a lid on this thing. Pirates up by 4. His numbers.
It is Dexter Fowler, Paul DeYoung, Colton Wong. Pittsburgh up by 4. Santana wanting to throw a lot of strikes, and a good pitch there really fools the veteran Dexter Fowler.
Scoreless inning for George Contos around the error and just filled up the zone with strikes. George Contos doing a good job.
Bucks leading by 4, out hitting the Cardinals 9-5. And there's a called third strike from the rookie, Edgar Santana. 1 down in the 9th. Francisco Cervelli doing the job behind the plate and at the dish with the bat. Home run, got the Pirates offense going. They were here today to see him hit the home run, and they were rewarded as Cisco hit his 4th of the year. And he now has 20 runs batted in. This should be out number 2. Mercer throws out DeYoung.
Santana throwing strikes. And the Pirate bullpen at this point with 1 to go, responding once again in a similar fashion that they did last night.
And similar fashion to kind of what we talked about at the Open. Just continue the roll.
And Trevor Williams a much better start against the Cardinals because they have given him fits. But he went his usual 6 innings, giving up just 2 runs.
Still early, but you know, we're talking late April. Fun to say that Pirates are 1 out away from getting back into first place in the National League Central Division. In fact, the last time they were in first place, even this late in a season, you have to go back to 2013, the year they broke that string of losing and went to the postseason. It's been that long since the Pirates were in first place on April 28th. And tapper foul by Colton Wong.
And going back to Trevor Williams once again. Hey, 4 wins in the month of April. It's a pretty good start to your season.
Yeah.
Let's see, if you had averaged 4 wins a month, 24 wins, it'd be a decent year, wouldn't it?
Got a good chance at Cy Young.
But it gives you a perspective. He's off to a good start, and if you're going to have a big year, you need a win like this.
Good start, and the Pirates are in first place. They've won the first 2 games of this series against the Cardinals. It looked like they've righted their ship. They've won 4 in a row. A lot of contributions on a fireworks night. And again, they're finding different ways to win.
Yep. Tonight it was a whole lot of pitching. Whole lot of pitching. They had enough runs, got some insurance late, but they were holding the fort until the bats could come through, and nice tight ball game for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Good win, solid win, and they are guaranteed the win of a series. And exciting stuff tomorrow. Possibility of a sweep and a major league debut as Nick Kingham will get the start for the Bucks.
Tonight, Francisco Cervelli helps the Pirates raise the Jolly Roger, and the Bucks are in first place in the Central. And back to the studios, Paul and Michael.